Hi, and welcome back to the All Scale Slot Car Den. I'm Dennis, and I am very pleased to welcome these two latest slot cars to the collection. These are the very latest releases of Formula One cars from the McLaren team by Race Masters AFX, and they've done a beautiful job on these. They've released both teams and both drivers. Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. It's just unbelievable that they were able to do this, to get that license and to really share that with us. It's great to have these two cars. I've spared you the gory details, and I've ripped them out of their containers here, and because all my slot cars find track time, that's what I get them for. Some people, and there's whichever way you prefer to do it is perfectly fine. Some people prefer to just collect them as they are. They're beautiful, beautiful cases that they come in. And they are a collector's item in themselves. Unfortunately, I can't keep them in the case. Some people are like me, and they just take them out and race them. Some people take them out and take them for a Sunday drive and put them back in. They carefully open this up and then put them back in when they're done racing it as a nice storage container for them, and then they hang them on their walls or put them in their drawers or keep them at their nightstands and say goodnight to them every night because they love them so much. And that's perfectly understandable because they're so beautiful. Some people buy one of each, one to put up on the wall or wherever, and another one to open up and tear into and race and drive around and have fun with. So any way you want to do it is fantastic. This is my way. I love too many cars to collect one in two versions of each one. So this is the way I do it. I just take care of it. It's not going to get raced. It's just going to be enjoyed around the track and like all the others. And so I'm very thrilled to get that. Now, I usually don't like to get team cars. They're so similar, maybe just a helmet is the difference. And I usually don't like to do that because there's so many other cars that I like. And I break my rules from time to time if something is extraordinary. And this is extraordinary. To have these two cars right now, as of this recording, Oscar Piastri has won the last two Formula One Grand Prix. It's incredible. It's incredible that we have this car available to us. It's amazing what the slot car world, especially HO, has come to now. It's just fantastic. As you may know, AFX has been in the business for a long time, the Race Masters brand, and they have released in the past a number of generic sponsorship Formula One cars, really nicely done, really beautiful cars in their own right, and they always run fantastic. But more recently, they have been really up in their game. They're getting into the Formula One sponsorships, and it's incredible. Now, it started off more reasonably with the Sauber team. They had the drivers of Valtteri Bottas from Finland and Zhou Kranyu from China, the only Chinese driver currently ever to race in Formula One is represented there. And it's great to have these two. Now, the license must not have been as expensive as top Formula One teams, so it was understandable that we were able to get these. And they ran with that license apparently because they made several versions of these Sauber teams, when they were Alfa Romeo with the same two drivers. And beautiful, beautiful work there with the Alfa Romeo teams. And especially that is my favorite right there with that the Italian colors. I just love that car. Now, they've done so many of these versions, and it was like, okay, we're getting a lot of that. This year, they've released the Kick Sauber team, and with those same two drivers before they were replaced for the 2025 season. And so now we've got a number of these Sauber representations, and especially the Valtteri Bottas. uh, driver in there. So yeah, so this was fantastic to have this, but I kept saying, when are we going to get something else? Hopefully this leads to something else. And it has, and it's big time to get the top car right now and on top of the championship standings at the moment, and for the foreseeable future, probably the way they've been running. Piastri and Norris, just fantastic drivers and a fantastic team. To get this into the stable of the AFX cars is beautiful. And yeah, let me take this out of the way here so I don't run over it. And to get these on the track, yeah, you could see, let's put them side by side here so you'd see what they look like together. Norris with the yellow helmet and Piastri with the blue. And beautiful details, just beautiful. And let's take a look at the differences. Here, let's get the Sauber team in here. Now that Sauber team is due to be the new Audi team next year for 2026. So there should be changes and probably major changes, but let's see the difference in detail. And you could see right away, you know, the differences in these cars. This is just not a paint over. It's actually very different. And that's the most exciting thing, when you see the differences and knowing they just didn't, you know, just didn't paint on a different color and just run with it. And they could do that, you know, 20 times and have the whole field. But if they're going to do this, this is amazing. So right now, as you're looking at it, I'm hoping, I don't know what the future holds with AFX. Are they going to release more Formula Ones? Hopefully they do. They went from one of the back to the top right now. So hopefully they can get a lot of that middle and the upper middle, such as you know, the Mercedes, Red Bull, and Ferrari. If they did the two Ferraris, Charles Leclerc is my favorite driver, and my wife's is Hamilton. And if they created those two, oh my gosh, I think that would be two that we bought, two for extra for my wife to put on her stand and mine to put on my nightstand, and just have right next to us all the time, because those are, that would be amazing. So there's hope, and that's the greatest thing about this. Is, and you know, first, the greatest thing is that they're actually here and able to be raced on your track and my track. That's the greatest thing. But the next greatest thing is, what does the future hold? Hopefully they keep this going. As of right now, there are 10, and there's always 10 Formula One teams. Right now, we're represented by 2 of them. So we have 20% of the field right here. And that would be incredible if they kept this thing going. And we saw, you know, the Williams teams and oh my gosh, Aston Martin, and oh my gosh, if we had most or all of those represented, can you imagine what it would be like? You can have a whole field, you could do qualifying times and whatever you want from the whole field without having to customize your own paint schemes on these, and just have the official releases. And to go down in history and have that is just, oh, mind-boggling. I just love it. So that's all I wanted to share today, is these cars. I'm going to send them around in a second. Let me get these back out of the place. And let's take one of these for a spin here. Let's start with Lando Norris, and we'll save Piastri for next. Lando Norris, we're going to take him for a spin. Oh, and by the way, if you saw my recent video about the Ayrton Senna cars, and I showed this one, and I said I'm probably not going to get the other one, but I was telling you where you can get these out of the set, so you don't have to invest money in the set. And at the time, I said, I'm only interested in this one. I'm more interested in this one, I should say. And the black one, I could do without if need be, but I couldn't resist. I watched my own video, and I said, okay, I'm going to go get that before it sells out. And sure enough, the place where I purchased it, which was the best deal that I've seen anywhere. Before I was able to purchase the black one also before that sold out. So those are just beautiful, beautiful cars, and I love having them in the collection, and just enjoying having them around. And hopefully, if you're interested in them, you can get your hands on one of those. And without paying too much of a price, they're probably going to go up in price. So if you're interested, I would get one very soon. And right now, let's take Lando Norris for a spin, and let's see how these things go. Now, I'm not gonna push it; just gonna do a nice little Sunday drive. No issues with them. Very nice, very nice. Handles everything beautifully. Nice and quiet, smooth car. Beautiful ride, very enjoyable. And I'll punch it down the straight here. Can't help myself. Very nicely run car. And let's, that was the Lando Norris car. Let's get Piastri in there, the reigning, well, past two race victor, and leader of the Formula One point standings as we speak right here, as I speak. I don't know when you're going to watch this, but here we go. This is also very, very similar ride. Very nice, smooth and quietness. Same as the other car. Very, very nice and very enjoyable. And I'm going to have more fun riding this around and just taking, just watching it go around. Pretend you're the race principal, or whatever you call it, the race strategist for the Formula One team. I can't think of it at the moment. To call your driver into the pits and say, Piastri's time to pit. We're going to use some pit strategy, and we're going to enter the pits and refuel, get some new tires, and way to go. And then back out there onto the track and enjoy more fun. And I hope you enjoyed this, and pick these up. I'm sure they're going to be a hot seller, and let's hope for more Formula One cars to come from AFX. Let's call for more Formula One cars, and let's get that whole field. And next year we're going to get the Audi team involved in Formula One. So there's so many bright things to come, and I hope you enjoyed watching. And if you want one of these cars, go find one and pick one up soon, because they are going to sell out. So thank you for watching, and enjoy, and have a great day.